Africa's challenge to save these magnificent animals and allow growing human populations to prosper. In the depth of the ivory poaching crisis, African governments came together to form the Elephant Protection Initiative. And almost 10 years on, overall, elephant numbers are recovering. From Kenya in the east to Gabon in the west, the EPI brings African leaders together.
Let no one doubt the determination of the EPI to deliver its goals. The EPI states have invested our own blood and treasure to protect elephants from poachers. The EPI member states are determined to halt the elephant slaughter and to fight the wider threats to our biodiversity.
The EPI represents hope. Hope that our children and future generations will have the opportunity to observe elephants in the wild, coexisting with local communities who have a vested interest in protecting them and their habitats.
The EPI Secretariat, the EPI Foundation, has been working to help countries secure ivory stockpiles. In countries such as Malawi, where we supported this audit of the national stockpile. Measuring, weighing, recording every single item. Giving wildlife officials confidence of what is in their storerooms and that nothing has gone missing.
We are sure that the wildlife products, for example, ivory or rhino horns or skins that are in the storeroom are secure and they do not get back into the illegal market. Because in the past, this has been happening. Not only in Malawi, for example, we have heard stories in other countries just nearby to say government trophies like ivory has gone missing because the storeroom is not safe and secure. But when you have a storeroom like this, so transparent, it gets audited every year, then obviously you are sure that ivory or any other illicit product is getting back.
The EPI Foundation works with countries across the continent on ivory security. Lagos, Nigeria. This city has been a notorious conduit for ivory and pangolin scales in recent years. But now, a key government agency has decided to destroy its stocks. First, they need a complete record of what they have. The data is stored to the digital cloud using EPI technology, where it cannot be tampered with. The EPI Foundation's Kip Biwott from Kenya travels across Africa giving support.
With the EPI, we have conducted inventory and training in over 15 countries around Africa. And with subsequent visits that we have done, we have been able to see the difference, the work being done. The growth of capacity in the people working in these particular departments, we've seen a significant growth over this particular time. And that makes me very, very optimistic about the way forward and where we're going.
We've made progress in ending the ivory trade and in developing the National Elephant Action Plans. But with these successes, we also see a new and growing challenge: human-elephant conflict. Elephants and people competing for land and resources. Like this Maasai family near Kenya's Amboseli National Park, whose son, herding cattle, was tragically killed.
Ore enewueji hasara sapuk oleng. Amu ore enkerai ino miyiolo, ore enkerai ebulu nimiyiolo naa kebaiki nelotu aas entoki sapuk zaidi. Kake mee iyiok, ore iltung'anak otusuja pookin mee iyiok ake, etusuja ata sirkali.
And so the EPI Foundation has developed a new strategy for human-elephant conflict. To tackle the causes of this complex challenge, we're looking for local solutions, adapting to specific situations. Like in Babile, eastern Ethiopia, where we are working with the authorities and communities, trying to save a reserve on the verge of collapse. Babile only has some 200 elephants, and much of the reserve is now settled by people with livestock.
Amma arbe duwada baay'een ogeessa jiru waraanni immoo waraanni arbaa baay'ee eegu jiru iddoo inni jiraatu waan itti rakkachaa jirtuuf waan mancaasaa jiraniif bakka taa'u dhabee waan hawaasa ol deemee hawaasa waan miidhaa jiruuf ammoo warri isaan eegu baay'ee waan ammas keessatti waan xiqqaateef.
The EPI is a unique network of African leaders, presidents, first ladies, ministers. In these 2 years of the pandemic, the EPI Foundation has used this network to raise the international profile of these issues by convening a series of high-level virtual meetings, connecting leaders and governments from across the continent with conservationists and concerned citizens from across the world. The EPI amplifies African voices, and not just those at the top. We give a platform for those on the front line of human-elephant conflict. Like Yusuf, a maize farmer in central Chad, his crop destroyed. He asks, what should I eat now? Or Ademola, a cocoa farmer in southern Nigeria, in conflict with some of that country's last remaining forest elephants. He says he wishes he could farm elsewhere. Neither Chad, nor Ethiopia, or Nigeria have much wildlife tourism. Their remaining elephants are in a precarious situation, but they are just as important as any other elephant population. At the EPI Foundation, we put a spotlight on all the member states in all their rich diversity. To save Africa's elephants, we must tackle the political and economic realities pushing humans and elephants into conflict. We need to stop poaching and smuggling, close ivory markets, attract long-term financing for elephant conservation. Only then will we find ways for elephants and growing human populations to live in harmony.